What's up, everybody? Voodoo51292 here, and welcome to the weekly ritual. I'm actually filming this on a Saturday night, but by the time you see it, it will be Sunday, because I actually have some videos right now queued up on my computer, and it's going to take them a while to upload. And I'll be uploading this after those videos, so this won't be up until Sunday, May the 25th of 2014. So, doing it maybe not necessarily early, but a little on the early side, you could say, because I really wanted to let you guys know what was going on, to recap this past week and then talk about this upcoming week, because it's an exciting time, and I want to let you guys in on that. So, this past week, what went on, what happened. Pretty fun and exciting week. First of all, I got to spend a lot of time this past week with my friends. I got to spend some time with my girlfriend, and really had a cool week of just hanging out with friends here at the house, and it's pretty awesome. So that's why it was a good week for one, but the main thing that happened this week was that I added a brand new member to my gaming family, and that is my brand new gaming PC. It was brought to life this week, actually Wednesday night. Wednesday night and Thursday morning, which I'll explain. But I did post a video on, I think it was Thursday, of the computer all done and running. I showed you, inside the computer through the window, showed you some of the components and stuff, and talked a little bit about the computer and some of the difficulties I had with it, putting it together, and then talked about some of its performance. But in case you missed that video, I'll talk a little bit about that stuff again here today, and then talk about games. So, first of all, let's talk about the computer. So, I got the final two parts I needed on Wednesday, sort of late. UPS came in around 5 in the evening to drop it off. Usually they come around 2, but for some reason on Wednesday they didn't come till 5. They dropped off my power supply, and they dropped off my my CD-DVD drive. And I invited my friend Chris over, because I knew that Chris really was into to PCs, and he had talked a while about building a computer, and he was interested in building one, and so I thought that he would enjoy coming over and helping me sort of build the computer. So he came over, and we got the parts we needed. We sat down and we built the computer. We started around 6 at night and finished the build around 9 o'clock. 9:15. So it took about 3 hours to do completely, aided by the fact that I actually had to redo a step 3 times to get it right, which was applying the aftermarket CPU cooling fan, which is a very nice cooler. It's very highly rated, and it's very, very, very good for the money. But it is not the easiest thing to actually install, and it's kind of hard doing it with just 2 hands, and I had other people there, but you have to worry about static issues with the motherboard, and so I was wearing an anti-static strap and was grounded, and the other people really weren't, so I didn't really want them touching the board. So it took me a while. The first time I did it, I couldn't line up the mounting bracket, and then the second time I wound up putting the thing on sideways the wrong way. So finally, the third time, after twice adding thermal paste to the CPU and then twice having to clean it off and reapply it, I finally got that installed, and everything was done. It was ready to go and ready to test boot. So we plugged it into the wall, hooked up to the monitor, and I hit the power switch, and nothing happened. Nothing at all. Dead as a doornail. So I did some things. I tweaked some things here and there. I changed sockets a couple times. Kept trying it. Nothing would happen. I went in, made sure all my power supply was plugged in right, my pin connectors and my switch on the front of the case and everything was plugged in. it was. Still couldn't get anything to happen. So obviously I was pretty distraught about this, pretty frustrated and upset, because here I was, I had waited all this time, put 3 hours into building the computer, and it was dead, wouldn't turn on. And by this time it was too late at night to go to a store or anything to try to get it diagnosed, so we had to call it a night, which was really disappointing because I was fully anticipating that night I would have a working PC. But I didn't. So what we thought originally was, we said, well, maybe the power supply is bad, because the power supply was actually dented out of the box, and it was the corner where the power cables were coming from. It was actually bent. The corner was like, you know, dented. So we said maybe the power supply is bad, because again, it was dead. I mean, nothing did anything. It was like, you know, pressing the power button on a case with nothing hooked up to it. So we said, all right, in the morning what we'll do is we'll go to Best Buy, because we had been there that day on Wednesday. I went to Best Buy to buy Windows to put on the computer, and we had seen that they had power supplies there. And we said, all right, well, there's one easy way to test the power supply, because there's no way to really test it on its own. We said, we'll go to Best Buy, we'll buy another power supply there, we'll bring it back, we'll hook the new power supply up to the computer, and if that fixes it, obviously then the original power supply was bad, we can ship that back and get our money back and keep the new one. If that doesn't fix it, then we know that it's not the power supply that's bad, so we'll bring the power supply that we just bought from Best Buy back, because it's easier than shipping one back, and if it's not the power supply, then who cares. We'll bring the new one back to Best Buy and get our money back, and we'll have to bring it to a technician to figure out what's wrong with it. So we went to Best Buy, we bought a power supply. It's actually a 750 watt power supply. The original one that I bought was 500 watts. We brought it home, unplugged the old power supply, plugged in the brand new one, hit the switch, started up without a problem. So obviously that was awesome, because we knew it wasn't anything expensive like the motherboard or the CPU, which was really the only other two things it could have been. Which would have been, we would have had to completely disassemble all the work we did, send in the motherboard. I mean, it would have been another 2 weeks or more before I would have had a computer. So it was the power supply. So the power supply that I had gotten originally is bad. I'm right now in the works as we speak of communicating with the company I ordered it from. I need to actually take pictures of the damage to the supply and send it to them. And I'm in the works right now to get this thing shipped back to them and get my refund. But it worked out for the best, because I actually got, like I mentioned, a 750 watt power supply. Which is good, because I was actually a little worried about the 500 watt. I felt like I got too low of a wattage. So now I don't have to worry about that anymore. And this power supply is cool, because it's what they call modular. Meaning that, unlike the first power supply where all the power cords came pre-built into the block, this one, you choose which power cords to plug in. So you only need to plug in as many power cords as you need, because with the ones where they're all built in, they give you a lot of power cords, and a lot of them are extra. You don't use them on anything, and you have to figure out a way to tie it up in the case and get it out of the way. Well, with this one, I only needed to plug in the power cords I needed, so I didn't have anything left over, and it was awesome. And it was on sale. It's usually $100. It was on sale for $80 at Best Buy, and the one that I had bought originally, which was broken, was $50. So for $30 more, I got 250 more watts, and I got it modular. So it really worked out for the best. And so once we figured out that that was the problem, we went ahead and hooked the power supply up to everything, installed it in the case, tied up all the wires in the back, and had a computer. I brought it up, put Windows on it, Windows 8.1. I wanted Windows 7, but they don't sell it in stores anymore. I'd have to order it online and wait another several days to get it. So I said, you know what, screw it, we'll just go with Windows 8. So I have Windows 8.1 on there. I'm trying to learn it. It's pretty weird, but it is what it is. And I've been playing games on it. I've installed a few games, purchased a couple, and I've been playing them. So I have Portal 2 on there, which I have for free, because the PlayStation 3 version of Portal 2 came with a Steam code to get the PC version for free. So I have Portal 2 on there. I've got The Witcher 2 was on sale on Steam for $4 this week, the enhanced edition of Witcher 2, and I was like, yeah, we're going to pick that up. If for nothing else, just to test the graphics. I don't know. The Witcher 2 seems pretty complicated from what I've played of it, so... And I don't really have time to play it right now, so maybe later down the line we'll play it. I bought Half-Life 2, which is $10, and I've been playing that. What else do I have on there? Team Fortress 2 I downloaded for free, and I played that last night with my friend Dave. He was over, and we played a bunch of Team Fortress 2. And I had Crysis on there. My friend Chris actually owns Crysis 1, and we put it on the computer to test the graphics, but I uninstalled it after because it's like 25 gigs or whatever. What I can say is that the computer handles games beautifully. Alright, I can play everything, it's in 1080p, I can play everything at high settings with basically no frame rate problems at all. It runs very smoothly. I don't have an exact frame rate count because I don't know how to... I guess I need to get a program that tells me how many frames I'm doing, but it's definitely more than 30. 60 on a few games like Team Fortress 2 and Portal 2 and all that are definitely 60 frame games. Same thing with Half-Life. I think all the Valve games I have are 60 frames for sure. On high settings, and The Witcher 2 I'm running on high settings. Feels like 60 frames to me. I don't know that for a fact. But it handles everything beautifully. It's fantastic so far from what I've played on it. And it looks tremendous, it feels tremendous, it's awesome. I love it. So, it's going to be really good for games, for PC games. I'm going to really, really enjoy playing on it. The machine is quiet. You can barely hear it running. The mouse and keyboard I have are great. They work perfectly with games. It's an awesome setup, and I really couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. Alright? So that's the news on the PC. Alright? Kind of the problems we had, and then ultimately, its performance. Performance is fantastic. It's amazing. So, I did that. I've not taken any footage yet from the PC, any test footage or anything like that. But it's great. It looks fantastic. So, outside of the PC... another thing I want to mention with the PC, alright? The PC is good for more than just gaming, alright? I'm going to start using this PC as my hub for my videos for YouTube. I am now direct capturing my gameplay to the new PC from Elgato. I installed it on the PC, and today I played a game, and I direct captured it to the system. Now, there's several things that's cool about this. Number one, I have a terabyte of space in this computer, so it can hold videos no problem, alright? Number two, the PC, unlike the laptop, doesn't have to worry about running on a battery or anything. It's on pretty much all the time. I'll turn it off overnight if there's nothing going on with it, just to give it a break, but for the most part it stays on. And I don't have to worry about draining a battery from it. So that means that I can easily queue up videos to upload overnight on this PC with no worries. I don't have to worry about draining my laptop battery and always having my laptop battery plugged into the charger, which wrecks the battery, which I've been having to do for like ever since I've owned the laptop now, which has been like a year and a half. And I can start saving my laptop battery, and I can upload them from the PC, which is awesome. Another cool thing about this, alright? For whatever reason, Elgato, the software from Elgato, seems to be made to run on Windows. It doesn't seem to really want to work on Mac too well. And the reason I say that is this. On the Mac, you'll have noticed if you've watched any playthrough of mine, that on video, several times in videos, when a new video will start, my commentary will be messed up. You'll hear me talking for a minute, it'll cut off, it'll be dead silent for a few seconds, and then I'll come back and say something. You'll hear me repeat stuff and everything. That's the Elgato software with the live commentary screwing up. It'll lock up, it'll do different stuff, and it is a mess. And I thought that that was just how Elgato worked. Apparently that's how Elgato works on a Mac. Because on the desktop PC, I have not had any of those problems. Now, the Elgato software has this thing called flashback recording. Alright? And what it means is that if you enable it, it will... It's hard to describe. It'll basically log the video for you while you're recording it. And you can rewind in real time and all that kind of stuff on the video. But it causes it to lag. Alright, it causes the recording to lag, and that's what causes all the freeze-up problems and everything like that. And you'll also notice over time, if I'm playing a long session of a game, my commentary will become desynced with the video. Alright? My commentary will be, I believe the commentary is slightly early. It comes a little bit before what happens in the game, so it's not synced up. In Child of Light, this happened a lot, and it was really kind of, I was reading text out before it was even on the screen and stuff like that in the videos. And I tried different techniques on the Mac to try to fix this, and nothing would really fix it. I went into the software on the Mac and disabled the playback recording, or so I thought. But apparently, it doesn't truly disable it, because it still does it on the Mac, and I didn't know this until I saw the difference on the PC. Because I disabled it on the PC, and guess what? It completely disabled it. When it's enabled, there's a bar that shows you, it's hard to describe without showing you the screen, but there's a blue bar on there that shows you the progress, and you can rewind on that bar. On the PC, it vanishes when you actually disable it. On the Mac, it never vanished. And what I found was that disabling it on the PC, I don't have any more of those problems. My commentary always is synced, always, to the gameplay. It doesn't lag. It doesn't freeze on me in the recording software. It runs as smooth as silk. Also, what's cool is that I have USB 3.0 ports on this computer. So I actually plug in my game capture to the USB 3.0, which is a faster data connector. So it actually makes the lag time on, because there's always lag when you direct capture. What's on the screen is a little bit delayed from what you're playing. When I said it didn't have lag earlier, what I meant was the video doesn't lag with the commentary and stuff like that, and it doesn't freeze up. But there's always input delay, alright? But the lag is very, very small now because I'm able to plug it into a USB 3.0. And it runs beautifully. Elgato runs amazingly well on the desktop, and that's where I'm going to be recording all my gameplay stuff now. So pretty cool. I directly copied my settings from Elgato from the Mac to the PC, so the settings are identical, so the videos will look exactly the same in quality, but they'll actually be better now because the software runs so well on this thing now that you don't have to worry anymore about my commentary screwing up at the start of videos, and you don't have to worry about my commentary becoming desynced. So it's going to run better, it's going to sound better, it's going to be awesome. So, the gaming PC is great for gaming, and it's fantastic for my channel. So it's everything I could have hoped for, and some. Alright, it's great. So, enough about the PC, let's talk about games. Now the videos that I have queued up right now, that will be up before you see this video, so you'll know what it is. But it is Dark Souls 2. I finally got a chance today on Saturday to sit down and begin the game. It's the first time I've really had a day to myself. You know, I've been visiting friends and stuff this week and worrying about the PC. It's the first day I've had to really settle down, be by myself, hang out, and record. So I started Dark Souls 2 today. I played I got 6 videos recorded, which is about 3 hours. You know, it's pretty fun so far. It's like Dark Souls. So, Dark Souls 2 has begun, and it will be up. Those 6 parts will be up before you see this. And that's basically what I've done this week, alright? So, next week, what's going on? Another new game, and the continuation of Dark Souls 2. So this week is going to be the week where we begin to balance 2 games at once, alright? Dark Souls 2 is going to be continuing, of course, but the new game this week, it's a big one, alright? Everybody knows about it, is Watch Dogs. And I, in fact, will be playing Watch Dogs on the PC, beginning on release day. I got the game for free when I bought my NVIDIA graphics card. They had a promotion going on where you get Watch Dogs completely for free for buying this graphics card. So I got it for free. I've already redeemed my code on Ubisoft. And as soon as it becomes available, I assume it's going to become available Monday night, Alright, maybe at midnight, maybe a little before. Sometimes PC games become available a little bit before midnight in my time zone, which is Central. Whenever it becomes available, I'm going to begin installing it. Now, it's probably going to take forever and a day to install because it's going to be huge and my internet connection is not the greatest. So it's probably going to be, it's going to take overnight to install. Alright? So I'm going to set it up to install, and then when I wake up on Tuesday, release day, I'm going to begin playing Watch Dogs. Alright? Now, because of that, Dark Souls 2 is going to take a little bit of a break. You know, next week, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, during the heart of the week, because I want to be, I definitely want to be, you know, focusing on Watch Dogs because it's new, because it's brand new. So, you know, due to that, Dark Souls 2 will kind of go on the back burner for a few days. But after I spend a few days playing Watch Dogs heavily, I'm going to start trying my best to do an even balance of both games. Maybe one day I'll play Watch Dogs, the next day I'll do Dark Souls 2, and I'll alternate like that so that you get a good dose of both games. Alright, and that's going to continue for a while, probably several weeks, because both games are very long. And if I'm playing them both at the same time, then, you know, it's going to take a while to beat both those games. So Watch Dogs and Dark Souls 2 is pretty much what you're going to be seeing on this channel for a good long time. And then my plan is, after I beat those games, I want to actually go try Wolfenstein, because I've been hearing really good things about it, but I can only play so many games at once. So that's kind of the deal. This video is running long, but in the end, I've said everything I wanted to say. So that's kind of what's happening. Again, I may be doing some more vlogs coming up soon, like the Friend tribute videos. I just haven't had a chance yet to do them. They're coming. And I'm going to actually, now that I remember, now that I have some free time, alright, I've done with school, done with graduation, built the PC, everything's done. I'm going to be posting a video right after this one for you to ask questions for Voodoo's Mailbag Episode 3. I haven't done it in forever. I've been busy, alright, but now I have some time and I can take questions and I can do a video. So, right after this video, look for Ask Questions for Voodoo's Mailbag Episode 3. It's my Q&A series. I'll be posting the video, and all you gotta do is in the comments of that video, post your questions, and when I have enough good questions, I'll close off the comment section and make my video answering the questions. Alright, so look for that video next. Dark Souls 2 continues this week. Takes a little bit of a break, Tuesday through, probably say Tuesday through Thursday for Watch Dogs. And then into the weekend, Watch Dogs will be on PC, as I mentioned, and then over the weekend, you will be seeing, what's it called? Over the weekend, you'll be seeing kind of the two games be balanced. I'll be, you know, alternating Dark Souls 2 and Watch Dogs for you, alright? So, that's kind of the deal, alright? So, thanks guys for watching. Very exciting time, new PC, everything's good, and two great games right now. Hopefully Watch Dogs is great, I don't know. Dark Souls 2 has been pretty fun so far. Two pretty good games coming up, and I hope that you enjoy it. And I will see you for all kinds of gameplay content this week. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm Voodoo, peace out, and I'll see you this week for games. Have a good one.